Greetings, 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 TikTok world. I am here again, your host for the hostess with the mostest, Chantel Sierra Shakim. I am here again today to tap into the energy. Yes, I'm in a new place. I'm feeling new. I'm feeling brand new. Won't you say? I've been through a storm today, y'all. I've been through a storm, but I am here to show up and show out as I always do. Tapping into the energy of today, tapping in and playing with my little girl, as I always say. And yeah, let's get into this energy. Come on in the room, come on in the room. I am going to pull our 7 cards and just, I'm going to do some card pulls today. I'm going to answer some questions today. I'm going to do it a little different today. This is my new way of doing it, okay? So yeah, come on in the room, come on in the room. I'm going to prime up these cards a little. But as soon as I see you, and as soon as I see somebody in the space, I'm going to start the reading. Well, first I'm going to begin to go into the places where I have to release things into the ethers and keep on moving, don't stop, because that's important. We have to keep on moving, don't stop, no matter what. And then we also have to take time to rest. It is important to take care of you. And if it means you got to pack up everything and get to stepping, as my mama say, yeah, I'm going to get to stepping. And then I'm going to find that place of rest, because right behind it is the success, okay? So once you really get clear about what you're supposed to do, ain't no stopping you down. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome into the space. Welcome in. Welcome in. I am Chantel Sierra Shakim, doing a quick little card pull, and then I'm going to ask questions from the audience, okay? So y'all get your questions ready. Get your questions ready. So we have pulled 3 cards. I normally do 7 cards. Just tap it in to the energy of today. Greetings, greetings. Welcome in, y'all. Bring them in. Give me a little bit of love in the house. Can I get a little bit of love in your heart? In a heart, you know? Might as well bring them out, bring them out. I am doing a 7 card pull, and after this pull, I am going to go ahead and answer some questions. So please, please, stick around. The first 3 cards that have come out is pack your bags and get to stepping, releasing your burdens to the ethers, because you got places to go and people to see, okay? But don't forget to take that rest and really reconnect with your heart. Don't let your heart get away from you, and don't let your heart be used and abused either, because success is what you get, you know, when you really can show up and do the things you're supposed to do, which is what I'm doing. Those of you who have been on my live before, you may notice I'm in a new space. I'm in a new space, doing it and doing it well. Getting my abundance, getting my 9 of Pentacles life in order. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome in, welcome in. I am going to do a quick 7 card pull, and then I am going to tap into questions from the audience. So if you need some clarification, if you want to tap into the energy of today and get the message that I'm about to read, that's for you too. But we doing it and doing it well. As we walking away, goodness, it fell. We gonna walk away from the things that no longer serve in the process, okay? We got 5 cards here. We're gonna get 2 more cards. Get your questions ready so that we can go into the tarot or the angels numbers and the ancestor deck and just see what comes up. We all need a little bit of love and a little bit of clarity in our life as we let go of the things that used to serve us but don't serve us no more, and we walking it out. Greetings. Thank you for the love. And the last card is the Queen of Wands. That's my energy all day long. Aries in the house. Shout out to all the Aries in the house, okay? We doing it and doing it well. So I'm going to take a few minutes to just tap into this energy, clearing out the clutter so that I can be a clear channel, welcoming in all of our divine, benevolent ancestors and guides who give us these words every day that I go live. So yeah, get your questions ready and I will answer some questions as soon as I do this read, okay? So here we go. We're going to tap in. It's time to walk away from the things that no longer serve. In so many ways, it's showing up. Releasing your cares and worries to the ethers. Taking care of your heart. You know, this is the Four of Swords. Taking care of your heart. Taking time to rest. Nourishing yourself so that you can take the stage and find your success. Find your abundance. Find your good mojo. And when you do, the abundance will be there too. You will only have to reach out and grab it, okay? But you got to walk away from the things that no longer serve you. You got to say, you know what? I fought a good fight, but it didn't work out the way I thought it should. But it worked out just right. Walk away, sis. Walk away. You can ponder it, and that's what I was doing today. Today we are in a blue magnetic storm, and literally here in Georgia we were having a storm, so my emotions were off the chain. And this is what I was having this nostalgic moment of, oh my God, why couldn't it have worked? Why didn't it show up and do what I wanted it to do? But it said because the queen energy is in you. And will the real king stand up? Will the real king stand up? Who can stand in this light? You know, queen energy only. But we have to really begin to harness in our own energy. We have to reconnect with our hearts. Don't let it be out there on a string, waving it, somebody telling you come this way, you coming, and they just stomping on your heart. We ain't doing that no more. We coming into a space of victory, success, abundance, shining our light like we are that, okay? And in that we will get our abundance, but we do have to walk away from the thoughts, the ideas, our things that we thought should have went right but just didn't work out. So you can take that time to be in the emotion as you let it go lovingly and say, you know what, I did all I knew to do and it didn't work out. So yeah, I still get up and be the queen and say, now what's next? Okay, I had to dust myself off today, y'all. It was a very, very challenging day for me. So I am so excited to get in here and play with this divine energy, the queen energy only. So if you have some questions as we are taking the stage of our life, we're releasing our cares and worries to the ethers, those things, those burdens that are holding us back, so that we can truly begin to live our best life, be able to take the stage unapologetically, be able to hold our own light, be able to really ring in our heart. Don't take that rest. You know, ooh, that's a word for me right now. I'm taking the rest from relationships, period, point blank. So you know who you are. If you see this, it's I think I gotta let it go. Looks like another love TKO. But it was fun. It taught me a lot. It taught me a lot. It taught me boundaries. It taught me how to love on me. And I tell you what, this Madly in Love with Me challenge that I've been in this whole month, oh my God, it really helped me solidify my worth. Solidify that I'm worthy to be seen, heard, witnessed, and to take the stage of my life and bring my heart back into my chest. Quit leaving it out there to be dangled by a rope. So if that's a message for somebody in this house, I'm here with you, sis. And it's time to let it go so that we truly can get our abundance, so that we can straighten our crown and begin to lighten the path for others, because we all are going through similar journeys right now. It's so deep. It's so deep. This horse energy is like come willing or be dragged. And I'm fire. So I'm like, oh my God, I gotta come. And I gotta let it go. And I gotta appreciate the hard work that I put into it, because I can honestly say I did my part. All right, so that's enough about that. Let's get into some of y'all energy. What do y'all want to ask? What clarification do you need today? This is your time. I'm here for it. I am here for it. If I quit dropping the cards. Okay, what is this one? It's a yes. It's a grow, glow, and flow, queen. Take your throne. Take your seat in your new position, as I'm in a new position. You know, take your seat. Shake some stuff up a little bit. Okay, here we go. Greetings, T. Welcome in, welcome in. You asking a question. You said, should I stay at my current job? Should T stay at her current job? Why are you questioning? Give thanks. Oh, the ancestor said, oh, a lot of cards came out. The first one is to trust. Trust what you already know. If you know you should be leaving, you need to go. Because that first reading I just said, release your cares and worries to the ethers, the burden. Release it. And then the next card, you can't make this up, says no. And then it came from forgiveness. So once you forgive yourself and say that you are worthy, begin to speak some good things over your life. Don't think that that job is the end all be all. There's something better. And what comes next is abundance, okay? So yeah, let it go. As right now, we're in a season. As COVID didn't teach us anything, it taught us that we are the source. You know, you don't work for money. Money works for you. And when you can show up and do the things you love to do, you get more of it, okay? Without the burden of a job that I hate. And I was in that space too. So, yeah, give thanks, sis. It said no in the middle of it all. Quashana, does Derek regret how he treated me? Okay. You want him to feel something, huh? You want him to regret it? Because now he's seeing you glowing. Does Derek regret how he treated Quashana? Does Derek regret how he treated Quashana? It just says choose a new direction. So he just going on, honey. He don't regret it. He moving on. He moving on, honey. He said, you know, you win some and you lose some. It's next. He said next. Okay? Mercy. Greetings, Mercy. Welcome in. Welcome in. You said, am I going to go into labor tomorrow with a healthy baby boy? Congratulations. We ring that in. I hope you at least at 36, 38 weeks, 40. You want him to get all that loving, all that time. You know what he coming into, honey. Healthy or not, he gonna be. I hope you equipped. I raised 2 boys, and I tell you, I'm so thankful that they turned out good. It said within the next few. It says the next few months, but how far along are you? You ready to go? You ready to pop? It says it's not the right time, so it ain't ready. Not tomorrow, at least. Okay? We ask for a little bit more. Just trust the process. Love on him. Sing some lullabies. Go for some walks. Get some fresh air. You know, let the baby be in the oven. That's where they protect it. And you do your work. Do your work. Prepare. Get your mind right. Get your heart right. Get all the things that you need to be in place. Don't rush it. All right? Give thanks. Does Sharon love me? Aw, he wants some love. Oh. It says, no need to worry. And then it says improving health. So maybe she learning to love you. Keep treating her good. Keep treating her good. And Shandon, keep treating him good. And you get him. Will my child's father eventually reach out and do the right thing? This one fell on the floor. And it says meditation brings the answers. Is he a good guy? You know, because sometimes we want these men to show up in a way that we see they can. But ultimately, they got to deal with their own stuff. You know, a lot of men are hurting in these streets. And they barely surviving. So how they going to show up for somebody else, okay? So, you do the right thing by your child. Do the right thing. You know, mothers, we birth nations and we raise kings. Woo! That's a whole lot coming out. And the ones in my hand is ask your angels. And then it said in the near future. So he gonna come around. He gonna come around. But you gotta give him time. Don't force it. You know, because sometimes this is what that first reading, my 7-card pool, was all about. For my energy, it's like we expect men to show up in our world the way we show up. But they are some really strange creatures. And a lot of them are dealing with a lot of hurt, a lot of survival mentality. They don't even know how they gonna survive. So how they gonna, and they most definitely are not connected with their emotions. A lot of them. You know, there are some men that is, but we have to be helpful. You know, we got to do our part. We got to shine light like that Queen of Wands at the end. We got to shine the light and let them see that, hey, it is a different way, but sometimes they just ain't ready to go in that direction. And it's because they have other lessons they got to learn. So give thanks. We're going to shake that in. And we learning lessons too, but we as women, we can tap into our emotions. And our emotions allow us to sometimes make wise decisions, even though it hurts. You know, we be like, well, we just got to do it. You know, it's a default on the woman to nurture the good, to nurture what we think we desire and what we think we want. But if they ain't in a position to receive it because they're stuck in their hurts, pains, we can't do nothing about that. Give thanks. We asking questions today, y'all. Come through, come through. We got a little bit more time in here to get my time in. Y'all know I'm on this 365-day journey of embracing the Queen Within. It's a book I wrote. It's all about aligning our own energy so that we can get that queen energy only. And that will attract the kings, the ones that's ready to be by your side, and you can be the nurturer to them, and they'll also nurture you back. Because it has to be that reciprocity. We as women, we give, we give, we give, we give. We give to our emptiness and to our detriment, and we still left wondering, like, what's next? We're going to go into this chakra energy as I'm looking at the chakra flag behind me. And just see, we're going to tap into this male energy. What's going on with our men? What do they really need from us as women? Because we think we already know. But sometimes what they need is something beyond what we even know. So we got to tap in and see, you know, what do the men want? You know, what do they need from us as women? How is it that we need to show up in our own energy? Okay, that's good. They just want to play. So keep it light. Keep it light. And then, ooh, they looking for forgiveness, right? And a lot of times it's the forgiveness of forgiving themselves. So we going to play with them. We going to come in their world and we going to be light. We ain't going to be the nagging women, especially if we want to keep them and we think they worth it. And they are doing whatever they can do and it's meeting a need. So we going to offer them this time to play, but we going to play with them and not be so serious, not holding them to this high standard of knowing. Although us as women, we know a lot, but they just want to play. And we got to offer them some forgiveness because that's what they need. Ashe, we give thanks for that. Any more questions in the chat? Bring them in. Bring them out. 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 Y'all want to hear about my day? I had a whole breakdown. I had a breakdown and then I had a breakthrough. Hello. You got to feel it to heal it. That is true. You got to feel it to heal it. Sometimes we continue to feel the pain, but we stuff it down. We end up with these problems in our bodies because we're not being true to what we feel, what we know. And we have to sometimes get clarification so that we can say, okay, I already knew that, but I was hoping. And this is where we go into the angels and the ancestors and the ascended masters. They want to tell us, hey, you know, they've been telling me for a long time, girl, you need to let that go. But I'm like, but I love him. I love him. Or I love what he does for me. Even in the midst of me feeling like crap. So that's where I have to come in and do these card readings with my inner child, right? This is my therapy. I have to go in and sit with the little girl who wants to feel needed, who wants to feel seen, who wants to feel love. Love, y'all. And I had to begin to give that to myself because that is where, dang, you can't make that up. I am presence. I know y'all can't really see these really good, but this is where we have to give ourselves the love. We got to come in and tap into our I am presence, and then we going to truly begin to blossom. As y'all know, in my other wall, I had this lotus there. And this is a very synchronistic card for me right now. It says peace. So when the men say, oh, I want you to be my peace, but are you being my peace? So now we got to get that peace to ourselves sometimes by walking away from the things that are not giving us peace and beginning to let our light shine. You know, peeling back the layers, peeling back the things that have tried to snuff us out or keep us small or keep us in a vibration that made us feel like we ain't worthy at all. Ooh. This is where the change happens. This is where the freedom comes through, y'all. We have to tap into that freedom energy in being who we have been sent to be. Outside of the relationships, outside of the expectations of other people, but in our own I am. And that brings me back to my class that I'll be teaching. I talked about it yesterday. I'll be teaching a class on the school platform. It is called Align. And this is what Spirit has given me to really begin to anchor into my alignment, really finding my truth and really living it out loud as I embrace the Queen within. So the A in Align stands for anchor. Anchor in that I am presence. What makes you feel good? In what ways and at what places? With who people makes you feel good? Spend more time there. Anchor into that. And then begin to liberate yourself as that 10 of Wands showed up. Releasing your burdens to the ether, saying, you know what? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And then begin to shine a little light as that lotus showed up on the things that do make you feel good. You know, shining a light on the subject. Shining a light on what you truly seek for you and how you can show up in that space. And then you begin to generate new outcomes because now you're in alignment with who you are. When we shrink, when we let our light get dim, we get more of those dimming experiences. But when we can shine the light on it and then nourish it. So you shine the light on it, you illuminate it, you then begin to generate new outcomes, and then you can really begin to live your best life. And that's all I'm focusing on right now. Living my best life, doing what I love to do. So we're going to tap into the Soul's Journey card, okay? The Soul's Journey, to see where the soul is taking us. Our soul always wants us to be in oneness. It wants us to be grounded. It wants us to be anchored. It wants us to be living a purposeful life. And our purpose doesn't depend on another person. It depends on you. You got to take pride in your own life. Know that you are all that in a bag of chips. And if the people around you don't see that, you got to let them go. Let them go. And it says, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So do you see yourself in the people that are keeping you stagnant, keeping you stuck? If that's what you want, you stay with it. But if you don't, you begin to look for other people who can shine light and show you who you are from a higher height. Oh Lord, my battery. Yeah. I gotta plug in before I go to my computer goes dead. Okay, so we back in business. Any other questions in the chat? Anybody else want some clarification? Anybody else want me to pull a card for them, do a read for them, their general energy? I'm open to that as well. Just tap in. We're gonna go into the soul's journey. That's where we were. Okay, see where the soul is telling us. What does our soul want us to know right now? What does our soul want us to know as we navigate these turbulent waters in this blue storm energy? It comes to purify. It comes to wipe out the things that no longer serve. As we've seen in 2 cards, it said, walk away from it, watch it go, and then be happy about it. Because relationships do matter. And your relationships help you to see yourself. And if you're seeing in relationships that you're seeing something you don't want to see, it's time to change that relationship. It's time to do something different. And it says, I am attracted to those people who serve my highest good. Booyah! We're going to ring that in. That's what I was talking about. I am attracted to those people who serve my highest good. And we often know when somebody don't have our good intentions, but we be like trying to pacify it and say, oh, make excuses. But it's like, no, sis, let it go. Let it go. Because on the other side of that, you have to take pride in who you are. If you don't value yourself, and for us women, we settle for these little deadbeat, trying to woulda couldas, as somebody said, we become Bob the Builder, when in fact they should just be in the friend zone. They should be in the friend zone where it says, I understand that a friend in my life is in my life for a reason. So what is it that they're teaching you? Like I was saying before, I'm learning boundaries. I'm learning that I can be my own person. I'm learning that I can do what I need to do without having somebody to support me or tell me how to do it, So that's releasing this fear. Releasing the fear of being alone. Releasing the fear of feeling like, oh my God, I'm not going to reach my success, as that card showed up. But we got to release the fear and embody more faith. So it says, I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Wow. So you know what? That's the opposite. Fear and love. Which are you going to choose? Choose ye this day. I choose love, and I choose a genuine love, a real love. Real love. I think I got to have some. You know that song? Real love. That's what we're looking for. But when we are fearful to move out of relationships that are not offering us real love, we find this place of loneliness as, oh my God, I don't want to be alone, as I just said that. But, you're never alone. You have to show up for you so you can attract the people who want to reflect back to you the love, the laughter, the joy, the play with life, and the inspiration, so that you can continue to shine bright. And that's what it says. I know I am never alone. And look at that. That's the circle of sisters. That's the work that I do. I'm enclosing myself with women who see me for who I am, who value what I do. And it allows me to let go of this fear, because I am love. And we want to experience love. We want to have love. We want to share love. But sometimes we giving our love to the wrong people. Oh my God. We ain't going to keep doing that. We ain't going to keep going back and forth with you. No. We ain't doing that no more. Okay? So we're going to go into our ancestors deck and see what the ancestors have to say. As we tap into the energy of today, as we talking about showing up, releasing our burdens, really going after our dreams so that we can see the success, so that we can really do the things that we are being called to do, to have the life that we want to have, you know, and know that everything is available, but we have to make those hard decisions. We have to move out of faith and into fear, and we have to begin to see it in ourselves and not in the other people who are not really here. It was all a dream, and then it didn't come true. So you got to do what you got to do for you. Ooh, I give thanks for that, because when I'm in my own energy, I never do feel alone, because of course y'all know I be playing with this little girl who said you got it all, and we can tap into our creativity. See, when we are in our place of fullness, we can be in our space of creativity. And in that space of creativity, we get what we want. We get to shine light on the things that truly do help us align. So I give thanks for that. We're gonna read that one from the book. So it reminds me again, Noom Kumawani energy, it always comes through for me. And it's number 29. And it says creative expression. So this is part of my creative expression. To come in here and be the phoenix rising from the ashes. If y'all would have seen me today, woo, I was a hot mess. But I had to pull it together. I had to say, you know what? Dang. Get over here. Ooh. Goodness gracious. Okay, these cards are falling all over the place. But the first card that comes out on the top turned over is the monarch. And it is saying you are victorious. And what we learned yesterday, I remember this card, it says you got royalty in your DNA. So why you gonna settle for peasants? Or not even peasants, I ain't talking about the people. Settling for people who are not on your level, okay? And that's not to say good or bad, but they don't see who you are. They don't see you as the queen. They see you as the peasant, okay? Oh. And they want you to be in that peasant place when you were really created to be center stage, okay? So we moving into that. And we got fire of air. Leadership. So you got to take leadership. You got to take control of your life. Don't let nobody else do it for you. Because, oh my God, the tricksters will come in and they have your heart by a string. And every time you think you getting some rest and like, okay, I'm going to let it go, they like, whoop, we going to reel her in. But you got to say no. You got to say no. The trickster, the ego over excess. What is it that you are working through in your limiting beliefs of how your ego is trying to keep you safe, but excess is waiting for you? Excess, like more than enough. There's more than enough available in other people, in other jobs, in other relationships. So yeah, you can't just settle for what is familiar. I remember earlier in these lives, I kept pulling the Four of Cups, which is like a woman looking at the green pasture, but she was not entertained. But right behind her was the rainbow. So she looking at the green pastures like, I am not impressed. But the rainbow was right behind her. And sometimes we got to turn around and we got to go a different direction. Chase your rainbow. Give thanks. All right, Bremen. Brimette. Does Ian regret that he did what he did to you and want to reconcile in the future? Do you really? Do you really want to reconcile with somebody who has done something bad to you? what do you feel about it first? You know, that's the most important, because it says be assertive. That was the first card on top. Be assertive. Did you tell him how you felt about what he did to you? And it says the situation will improve. So maybe he does feel and regret. But you know what? Sometimes you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So you have to really begin to communicate in that relationship. Because if you don't, it's going to be unlikely consequences. And it says give it a few months, okay? Give it some time. Give it some time to just really let him know your worth. Because sometimes that was me. I'm recalling my own story. I constantly go back. Okay, you sorry. I forgive you. Okay, he didn't mean to do it. But then 9 times out of 10, it gonna happen again. And then it's another I'm sorry. It's like, but at what point do you value me enough that you're gonna treat me the way I deserve to be treated? And then, I mean, here we are, on again, off again, on again, off again, some 8 years later. So really, it's up to you, girl. What you want to do. What do you want to do? Do you want to keep going in these cycles and circles? This is a 9 year. So this is a year that everything can begin to be brand new. Brand new. 9. 9 is the number that reflects all the numbers before it, okay? So what do you want to do? Do you want to keep going in the same circle, or do you want to go and find something new? Oh, girl, it says there is something better. I ain't making this up. And you might want to reconsider. If you believe in you, only if you believe in you. If you believe this is the right thing to do, continue that path. But if you really feel like you're in that out of fear or out of any kind of low vibrational energy that you feel about yourself, go do some madly in love with me stuff. You know, love on yourself and fill your own cup. And don't keep giving people chances to treat you wrong. I had to learn that. And they say you can learn the easy way or the hard way. It's up to you. It's up to you. You can set all the good intentions in the world, but if they still stuck and they ain't doing their healing work and they really don't see the value in you, it's going to be a repeat, replay. That's how it has been. And we keep going back saying, okay, we're going to try again. We're going to try again. We're going to try again. But I guess you're ready for something new, really. You really are ready for something new. So go ahead and do it, girl. You can be in his energy if you want to, but you don't have to. Okay? So reconsider. Give thanks. The ancestors said reconsider, honey. It's not worth the reconciliation. And you have to trust you. Trust. Trust you. Trust you. Ashe. We give thanks. Any other questions in the chat? Look, everything we want is in me. I attract abundance to me. This is our inner vision. We create our world by what we think, how we act, and what we do. Do you believe in you? Do you believe you are worthy of something better? Do you believe you can get something better? Because you got to take action. You can't still be in the same environment and expecting, what they say, insanity. When you keep expecting something different, doing the same thing over and over and over, this is a message to me as well. Keep doing the same thing over and over. You're going to find yourself insane. Because it's now, why am I continuing to do this to myself? Because now we can't blame them. Because you know what's there. And it's been a long time since he left you without a, dope friend to. Yep, it's been too long already. It's been too long. Go ahead and look for the new opportunities. Yeah. opportunity, okay? And don't stop looking. Don't give up on you. Even if you feel like it's going to be a turbulent time, because it does. It feels like hell when you have to let go of something that you've worked so hard for and that you've seen so much good in. Potential. Potential. Potential is nothing. Potential is nothing. It's the same thing you've been getting. Oh, yes. Okay. What we gonna go on this? We gonna go into these tarot cards one more again to close out this, since nobody wants a reading and we have tapped into my time. So we gonna get one final question, one final card from our tarot deck of what it is. Oh, this song is saying neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye. But sometimes somebody do. Somebody got to be the brave one. Somebody got to chase love, real love, and get out of the fear. Okay? Ooh, that felt good. Because when you do, you back into the queen energy only, y'all. We got royalty in our DNA, and we sleep on it too much. And this is where I'm coming into this knowledge. We as women are royal. We deserve to be treated as such. When we sleep on ourselves, when we settle, when we continue to repeat cycles over and over with people who don't see us as the queens, as valuable, as worthy to be honored, to be cherished, to be taken care of, to be loved in a way that feels good, we give them our hearts, as that Four of Hearts came up. You know, we give it to them. And in that space, we miss out on our blessings. We miss out on our abundance. We miss out on everything that we really, truly could get to experience. So yeah, we might just need to go our separate ways, honey. And that was the lesson for me. That was the lesson for me today. And it really was a heartfelt moment. I really had to do some crying, but I was able to pick myself up and say, you know what? This too shall pass. And what is for me will see me and see all of me and love it. And I send that message into the atmosphere for all you women on the line today. Love yourself so much that it won't matter who is not loving you. Love yourself so much that it doesn't matter who's not loving you. You can easily walk away and you can say, I'm going to be okay. So that is my message for today. And I pray that it blesses you. And until tomorrow, I am your soul sister speaking out and fixing crayons in the process. Peace and love. Peace and love. Good night.